Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a gift. I think I grew up by myself a lot, and so I developed.
Were you like the kid who was talking to himself?
All day, all day. So I made lineup cards out, and I talked to myself and did games. So I would do games for hours in my yard by myself. So I grew up rurally. I didn't grow up in an urban environment with lots of friends. There were no play dates. Okay, so I didn't go to child care and develop these social relationships. I didn't have play dates. I grew up rurally by myself. My sister was older, 5 years older, so therefore we didn't hang out together. She was in high school, and she didn't want to hang out with her. She's 17, right. I'm 12. So I did a lot of talking to myself, and I think over time I've developed that. I think anybody could have done it that had my life. I just think my life led me to that. Like I have a friend who, it's weird. Like I think everybody's got these weird gifts. I just happen to do my job publicly. But like I've met people before, and I'm like, haven't you ever met somebody that has what would be considered kind of a regular job, but they have instincts based on doing it, like Malcolm Gladwell for 10,000 hours, and you're like, you go to a pizza place and the chef behind there, and you're like, you just did bang, 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 and he's like, it's just what I do.
Well, nowadays,
have you ever seen anybody flip pizza? I'm fascinated by it. It's incredible. Like you're laughing at me now.
No, I'm not.
Have you ever seen?
I agree.
It is incredible. Like 8 people on the earth can do it well.
But if you were a kid now, you would have had an iPad and video games, and maybe you don't even do any of that stuff.
Well, that goes back to.
And you don't have a radio show.
Can I throw a theory at you?
Nobody's going to have talent in 20 years.
Is that great food comes from countries with dictators? Nobody orders Canadian. Nobody orders Australian. That.
Jacoby loves this. I hear him chuckling in the background.
Dictators, pain creates explosions of talent. That if you watch American Idol, Yonkers, too many kids, too few rooms is funny. La Jolla is obnoxious. No body fat, abs is not funny. Pain's funny. Yonkers, Schenectady, you lose electricity. It's what happens if you look at the way talent is created. It's created by unbalanced people, often motivated by fear or escapism. And that if you have a social net for everything and we're all safe all the time, where's the fear? I'm not driven by doing a good show. I'm afraid to be Vince Scully says this. I'm afraid to go on the air and have nothing to say, and I have 4.5 minutes left. Fear drives my entire show. It's driven my entire career. Fear of failure. Jerry Tarkanian told me, I don't remember any win. I remember losing 9 years to go to Santa Barbara. He goes, I have nightmares about it. So to me, I'm not rooting for poverty. But what I'm saying is failure. Jordan's still mad about the high school coach. That's why he's great.
It's funny? When I spent all that time with Bill Russell, he's still mad at the San Francisco coach because Russell blocked a couple shots like in his first game for them. And the guy said, that's not how you play defense. And Russell's one of those, you get one chance with me. If you screwed up with me, you're out. I can never consider you again. And he's actually that way with a lot of things, including ESPN.
He's very mad at ESPN.
He hates ESPN.
Doesn't like us at all.
And that's why I had to do that documentary with NBA TV. But I think those great competitors are like that. They one slate, and that's it. And I wonder sometimes maybe that was the gene that LeBron was missing. And somehow he's kind of acquired it.
That's a very good thought.
Like people beat him up so badly for 2 years, it almost like we beat that gene into him.
So